What's good, y'all? So, I just got finished watching G Status ATL Hustle, and I got my head down to my brim of my eyes like this so that, y'all don't have to see, how I really feel. Um, Even though I'm reviewing it only because I watched it, I'm not that heavily invested into this show no more. I'm just gonna be completely honest. And everybody over there that I really like and I really love, I'm really only doing it for y'all. I'm doing it for Sherrod. I'm doing it for our guy. Um, I'm doing it for my baby daddy Ike. Most importantly, so yeah, I'm doing it for Tramel. I'm doing it for Brand. I'm doing it for, but yeah. So the episode starts off where it left off at the week prior, and that was the fight between the king and that girl. Yeah. Um, our guy, your confessional look, hated it. I hated it, sir. And our guy, I lay you down, and I have besides you, this like I honestly would have took your very first confessional look over this tribal thing that you had going on, sir. I didn't like it. It's no shade, our guy, because I love you, girl, but that look, that look don't bring all the boys to the yard. Ike else Ike tells Tremel that Sherrod, um, Ike goes to Tremel and tells him that Sherrod walked up to him and wants him to basically let it be known that he wants to have a conversation with him. But Tremel don't want to have no conversation with him. Ike feels like Tremel is being standoffish towards him. He feels some types of way. And and Tremel isn't interested in talking to Sherrod. You know, Tremel, I really do like you a lot, but one pet peeve, and I got many, but one pet peeve that I do not like is for me to be in your face, and I'm asking you, is there an issue? Is there a problem? Is there an issue? Is there a problem? And you tell me, no, it ain't no issue. No, it ain't no problem. No, it ain't no issue. No, it ain't no problem. But then once we get to talking or you get amongst other people, it's clearly an issue and a problem because you want to vent and you want to talk about it. And the thing about it is, and Jamel, get me together in my comments if I'm wrong, but it's not so far fetched to think or believe that you was probably running around saying some nice, not so much nice things about Sherrod. And you talked about him, and I guess he said a little something about you. And, I get that words hurt and all of that, but for you to be this upset and this mad, you are obviously hurt by that. I don't bit more believe Sherrod saying that people insinuated that you was a prostitute ruined that much for you. I just don't. Like, you have celebrities who get talked about like a dog all day and it don't ruin nothing for them. So I'm more than sure it did not ruin that much for you. I just think you was real hurt at the situation because you must have thought that you and him was really cool. So why did it have to be a hearsay, a he say, she say moment betwixt the two of y'all? And I totally get it. Sherrod offered you an apology. I really wish you just would have took it, gave him one as well and say, listen, we're not friends, but when we're around each other, and I hear that you've done something good, I want to at least be able to walk up to you and shake your hand and tell you, congratulations, sis, we made it. I mean, that's just how I feel about it. Like, all of the standoffishness and the shade and the confessionals on Letramel, it's like, you say you ain't bothered, but clearly he is. But at least y'all came to a common ground, and that's what I want because I really do like you, Tramel. And Sherrod, I already know. You my boo. You my main man, 100 grand. Hit me up down to the comments. Charlie is at an Afro punk booking up here to New York. Shout out to you, Charlie, for staying booked and busy. You actually have talent, unlike that girl, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. Romaine finally resurfaces and go down to and I know the boy name is Roman. I just feel like calling the boy Romaine. So before y'all fact checkers get all down here under the comments with y'all stupid ass comments thinking that you telling me something like I didn't already know. I know that his name is Roman. I just enjoy calling him Romaine. Get out your bag. I'm just so sick and tired of the premise being I want to get into music when you don't have a storyline. And Romaine, is no shade. You ain't did a goddamn thing to me. And I think you was a really nice person. But it's just always the premise of I don't have much going on, or what I do have going on I don't want to show. So why not show me being in the studio and working on a song that probably nobody is going to listen to in the first place. Like, I really wish some of y'all girls are just inspired to be the mailman, or, you know, the garbage man, be a playwright, be an author. It's like music is always the go-to, and I'm just getting sick of that. Case in point, but it was good to see you, Romaine. So Sherrod has a modeling gig. And he lets us know about his birth defect that he has on his hands and his toes. Shout out to you, Sherrod, for walking the catwalk, girl, because I saw it down to the Instagram. You definitely did your thing. You look cute in your little outfit that you had on, the yellow shirt with the black jeans. I was all here for it. And thank you for telling us your story and giving us a deeper glimpse into you, Sherrod. I really appreciate that. So Redrick is doing, and I know the boy name is Redrick, I just choose to call him Rhetoric. Again, for all of you fact checkers that want to get up under my comments with all your bullshit, girl, I don't want to hear it. But anywho, she's doing the client's makeup. Go off, girl. Akeem talks about feeling bad about putting his hands on that girl, even though she deserved every last bit of what he gave her. But I'm not gonna fault him for being human. And, feeling a little bit of remorseful about it. Because if it was me, I would have still been able to sleep easy at night. Like, it would have been a chilly day in hell. But I'm telling you, the devil and all his demons is down there wearing as many furries as Safari do. Because it would have been a chilly day in hell before she got an apology from me. But he talks about his dad killing himself in front of his mom and his brother. I appreciated that scene with Akeem because I'm really glad to see a real scene out of Akeem without all of the prompts and circumstances and all of the theatrics and the pageantry and all of that he gives. It was really good to see him in that moment. What I hated about it was that it was so damn long. It was so long. Like, y'all are trying to force this hour-long segment by any means necessary. And I just feel like for as long as Akeem's situation was, or for as long as the first part of the scene was, we could have squeezed in something else. Like, give each of them like 2-3 minutes max and then move on to something else. These long drawn out scenes, like, I walked in and out of my room at least 5 or 6 times and he was still going on. And I said, whatever. Moving on. Our guy's doing Mama D's makeup for the cover photo of her new single that's coming out on the new season of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Shout out to you, our guy, for getting clientele, and shout out to crazy ass Mama D. Y'all know I love me some Mama D. Hopefully she's still in the same house that we saw her in last season, because y'all know that's a moving heifer. If Mama D don't do nothing else, she gonna stir up mess and drama, and she gonna move. But shout out. And I loved her makeup. Really great job, our guy. Really great job. So at our guy's birthday party, Lando tells Akeem about how he felt about him putting his hands on that girl. And he says that, why would you hit her if she identifies as a woman? And then Akeem says, well, can she have kids? Does she have a period? And yeah. And then Lando had enough. And then Lando throws his cake in his face, and that was the end of the episode. I'm not even going to touch on that topic with that girl because if you get into a fight with a transgender woman and you gay as all outdoors, is that still considered a hate crime? And I'm just asking for a friend. Like, I'm really just asking. Because I feel like even when the both of y'all go to jail, they just going to put her in the gay pod where the rest of the boys in drag go once they take off all the aesthetics, and then, you know, his balls drop from his stomach and falls, and his dick fall out as well. I mean, you know, I'm just asking for a friend, but we're just going to let that go. We're going to let that go because I'm not getting too heavily invested in this show no more. So don't take what I'm saying to heart. I mean, because even if you do, I really don't give a damn. You know, whatever. But Lando, you was dead ass wrong for throwing your cake into that man's face. You was dead ass wrong. And what's so sad about it is you're more upset at the fact that he hit her and less upset at the fact or the reason of why he hit her. That's the thing that bugs me the most about this entire situation. It's just you're picking and choosing when y'all want to be mad. You're picking and choosing when you want to be activists. And I'm just not here for it. But whatever. I'm not getting invested no more. And with that, I'm gone. Bye.
That's how we live it. Don't be mad at the system. It's simply how we've existed. I hear a lot of people talking like they politicians and choose to be an accountant because it's safe in a business.